everybody, welcome back. Another Sunday. I got a lot of stuff here. I know you're thinking, what the heck is he making today with all this? I got a plate of peppers, some eggplant, some onions, a huge plate of sausage. I got some sauce. I got all kinds of stuff going on today. What we're going to do today, I got this idea. I made eggplant earlier in the week, a tray of eggplant parm, and I tried it a little bit different by not breading the eggplant, just to try something different. And it came out good, but it was kind of soupy, I think, because the breadcrumbs and the breading normally that you have on your eggplant kind of sucks up some of the sauce, so it doesn't, you know, it's not as watery or soupy. But it was still good, and we still ate it. But I was thinking, you know, I'm on this eggplant kick right now, and I really am enjoying it. I better start growing some too, now that I got this huge garden going outside. But what I thought of doing was taking two classic dishes and putting them together and making an interesting dinner idea kind of thing. I'm going to take eggplant rollatini, which I absolutely love, and sausage and peppers, which I absolutely love, and we're going to put those two together and make like a cool presentation kind of thing. And I'm going to make a lot of the sausage and peppers because it freezes really well. So I may not use all of it to make our eggplant dish, but I'll definitely have some for whenever, you know, you just want to thaw it out and have some dinner without having to do a big spiel to cook. All right, but let's get started, okay? I don't want to talk too much because I got a ton of stuff to do, and I might even do a dessert today too. I usually do both, but we're going to see what time allows, because my dessert I want to do is an ice cream, a homemade ice cream, because it's basically hot enough now to start doing some ice creams, and some sugar-free ones, which will be really cool. So we'll see if we can get to that today. If not, I'll definitely have it for next week, but we'll see. Let's press on. I have about 2 tablespoons of olive oil in a large skillet here. I'm going to heat up this olive oil, and what I'm going to do is brown my sausage first, because while that's browning, I'm going to be cutting up all this other stuff, okay, for our sausage and peppers. The eggplant comes in later, so we'll worry about that later. But I have 6 peppers here. I have 1 yellow, 2 orange, 2 reds, and a green. Mixing it up. You can do all of one color, or as much as you know, whatever you like. But I figured I'd do a nice medley of the peppers here, and I have 2 large onions. So while I'm browning my sausage, I'm going to slice all of this up, okay? But I figured I'd show you this part first. Here I have about 3 pounds of sausage. Like I said, I'm making more than enough. I'm going to make a huge pot of sausage and peppers just so I can freeze some. I have a pound of sweet sausage, and I have 2 pounds of hot sausage. Again, you pick what you like. If you like the sweet stuff, go all sweet. If you like it really hot, go all hot. Okay, but you do what you want. What we're going to start doing is browning our sausage in the pan first. Okay, that's the first thing we're going to do. So we heat up our oil. Let me just swish that around. I don't want my sausage. Sometimes sausage tends to stick to the bottom of the pan. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just start cooking in batches, because you can't dump all of this in there. You kind of want to move it around. You don't want to overcrowd your pan. Okay, so I'm just going to start frying up my sausage, but making sure that I have enough room to move it around, okay? So probably 2 batches. That's half of it, and I'll probably do the other half, okay? So I'm going to prep all my stuff here and brown my sausage, and I'll be right back when we move on to the next step. Okay, so once you have all your sausage browned, just take it out, put it on a separate plate after you do your 2 batches. I put a little splash of red wine in my pan here just to deglaze the pan. I'm now going to take all my peppers that I sliced. Okay, there's a lot of them. I might need a bigger pan. And my onions. Okay, I might have to switch this to a bigger pot. We'll see. See what I think I'm going to have to. I mean, everything kind of wilts down as you cook it. So it's going to get smaller and smaller, but I may need to go to our big pot here, which is what we're going to actually finish all of this in anyway. So let me switch this over, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I put them all in my big pot here, and I'm just going to keep cooking these down, okay, until they get nice and sweated out and charred a little bit, okay? So you just let them sit for a little bit and then keep moving them around. They're going to soften up, and then we'll be back to do that part. In the meantime, I'm going to start slicing my eggplant, because we'll start doing our process for that. So I'll be right back when we're ready to start the eggplant. It's a lot of steps today, but it's going to be so worth it, all right? Don't go away. So our peppers and onions are cooking. Here's our sliced eggplant. I peeled and sliced it. Some people leave the skin on. You can if you want. That's entirely up to you. I have some whole wheat flour. We'll try to make it a little bit healthier, and some beaten eggs. Okay, I have some plain vegetable oil that I just have heating up there. What we're going to do is just, as usual, if you've breaded and fried before, okay, flour first, and the egg, and you could go back and double dip if you want. We're not going to, we're just going to start frying, okay? Fry it all up. Try to get as even a pieces as you can. I use my mandolin slicer because it makes it the same thickness, so you don't have some thick, some thin, for one. For two, try to find eggplants that are very straight, very long, straight eggplants, rather than the pear-shaped, bulbous kind. If you do, just trim off the sides so when you use your mandolin slicer, it'll still give you a nice, even strip, okay? This is all part of our presentation when we put this thing together later, okay? So I'm just going to sit here and fry this. Keep your eye on your onions and your peppers, and I'll be back for the next step. A lot of work today, but huge payoff, huge! Everybody's going to want some of this today, alrighty? We'll be back. Okay, our eggplant's frying. I figured I'd come back real quick. I sliced up all of our sausage, okay? Just regular slices. And we're going to add this now to our onions and peppers mix. Okay? The sausage was charred on the outside, but it wasn't really cooked all the way through, which is fine. You wanted to at least brown it on the outside because that helps keep it together. Letting it rest for a little bit on a plate allows you to handle it, to slice it a lot easier. And now you're going to throw it back in the pot and it's going to finish cooking anyway. Okay? So don't worry about if it's cooked all the way, but it'll help it hold together if you at least brown the outside of it. So we're just going to mix this all together with our peppers here. And just let this fully cook through, maybe another 10 minutes or so until we kind of got that all together. Make sure you're doing like a medium heat here because you don't want to burn the bottom of your vegetables and sausage and stuff, okay? I'll get back to frying. As you can see, I have a pan here with some paper towels. As you're frying, take them out, put them on some paper towels because you want to drain as much of the oil as you can out of them. Piece of cake, see, easy. All right, be back. Okay, so our sausage is pretty much cooked now. I'm going to take about, just to kind of finish this, for about the last minute or two before I add the last of my sauce ingredients. I have about 8 to 10 cloves of garlic here, just sliced up, okay? Doesn't have to be thin, I mean, you know, kind of thin, but not like razor thin, but just, you know, sliced up. And I'm going to add this to my sausage and peppers here, okay? I don't want it to burn, which is why I didn't want to put it in at the beginning. So we're just going to let this just simmer with the sausage and peppers for about, I don't know, about 10 minutes, if even that. Maybe 2-3 minutes. Because we're going to add our sauce ingredients now anyway. And this whole thing is going to simmer for at least an hour to really make sure all these flavors melt, so that garlic's going to get into the sauce and everything else as we keep frying. That's why you want to kind of do this all at the same time, because while that's working and simmering now for an hour, we're going to finish frying up our eggplant and let that rest, and then we come back and we put this whole spiel together. Alrighty? So let me get back to what I'm doing. I'll be back in a minute or two to show you what to add to that sausage. Okay, so to our sausage and peppers, I have 3 28-ounce cans of crushed tomatoes. Okay, we want to add all 3 cans to this. We're going to need a better spatula than my wooden spoon. So let me just dump this in real quick and then come back and really scrape them out, okay? Whoops. Hey. Hey. A little piece of the paper, or the label got in there. I'll put that in my sauce. It's only paper, won't get you anything. Alright, to that we're going to add 2 tablespoons of dried oregano and 2 bay leaves, okay? And we're just going to mix this whole spiel together. Spiel. I keep using that word spiel today. That's the word of the day, everybody. Spiel. Okay? So we're just going to toss this whole thing together. Then we're going to put it on a low heat. I would probably say low, since it's going to sit for a while. And let this just simmer for like an hour to really let all these flavors come together. The peppers, the onions, the sausage. Okay, it's really going to be good. I mean, look how thick this is. This is going to be awesome. And on top of eggplant rollatini, or combined with eggplant rollatini, it's really going to be a killer dish today. So I can't wait for this. Alrighty, so mix it all together. See you in about an hour. Okay, so everything's all ready. All our components are ready. Our eggplant, our sausage, everything. So what I did was I scooped out some of our sausage and pepper mix, and I picked out a bunch of sausages, okay? So now, here's what I was saying about trying to keep your eggplants uniform, all kind of the same size. This is how we're going to do our presentation. What you're going to do is take 4 pieces of eggplant, overlapping them, and making a cross. Okay? Just like that. So all the ends touch here in the center. They overlap. And then what you're going to do is take a bunch of your sausages. Okay? Take a, maybe 4 or 5 of your sausages. That's why you cut them into circles too. Okay? Got a nice piece of garlic there. Did you see that piece of garlic right there? Love a nice piece of garlic. Anyway. Okay. I love to babble. Did you ever notice that? So there is our little pile of sausage. And then what we're going to do, I made a mixture of ricotta cheese, mozzarella cheese, some Parmesan cheese, some oregano, some basil, just some dried herbs to kind of see a little salt and pepper, season it up. And I made our eggplant rollatini filling and put it in a piping bag. Yes, I said a piping bag. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pipe some of this cheese filling on the top of our sausage, like that. Then, starting with the side you started with on the bottom, press that over, press that over, press that over. Let's go around in the circle and press that over. And there you go. Look at that. Sausage and pepper, eggplant rollatini bombs, or bundles, or purses, or whatever they call them. Whatever shape you want to call this thing. The only thing is I'm going to just unwrap it because I think I want to go a little bit tighter to make sure that it's all the way close so I don't have such big holes on the sides, okay? So that's the beauty of that. If you see it's not tight enough, just unwrap it and put it back, okay? Okay, and here's my big baking pan that I'm going to use. I'm just going to take some of my sauce here, the onions and peppers, just the sauce part. If I get a sausage or two, I'll pick them out just because I can use them to put inside of our bundles there. Okay, just kind of put a little bit of a base on the bottom here, just like as if you were making eggplant rollatini. You make that thing and you make the rolls and you put them in. We're going to do the same thing. I'm going to take that bundle now and sit it right on top of that. Okay, I'm going to continue to do that till I have a full tray, and I'll be right back to show you how we top this and finish it off. Look at that. Come on. If you tell me that that doesn't look amazing, there's something wrong with you. But we're not finished yet. So here's the bowl of sauce that I was ladling out and picking the sausage out to stuff these. So now I'm just going to take my sauce with my onions and peppers and put a little bit on the top of each of our bundles here. Depends on how much sauce you like. Some people like to go heavy on the sauce part. I mean, this one's great because it has these great chunks of the peppers and the onions in here. So I mean, the flavor is going to be like unbelievable because it was simmering for like an hour. So all these flavors kind of get, oh, stray sausage there. That's okay, we'll leave that one there. Maybe we'll eat that one. Okay. So you just kind of spread some on the top of all of these. You know, spread it around like as if you were making a casserole, but I don't want to submerge the whole thing. I don't want to dump all the sauce on top of this whole thing and submerge the eggplant bundles. I gave one of them a little push too hard. Get over there. Okay. I don't want to submerge the whole thing. Everything is cooked already, so it's not like we're going to pop this into the oven now. But we're not popping it in there to cook it. We're just kind of popping it in to heat it through, melt the cheese on the inside, and the cheese we're putting on the top. So I have some Parmesan cheese here. Okay, I'm just going to add that. Sprinkle some Parma cheese on the top of our bundles, and then some mozzarella cheese on the top of these, just like that. And we're going to pop this into a 350 oven, probably for about 15-20 minutes, just till all the cheese is melted, everything's heated through. And then we're coming back to taste test this one. Now, I told you I didn't know if I was going to have time to do the dessert part today. I'm not. I mean, look at me, I'm a mess. My kitchen's a mess. So what I'm going to do, which I've never done before with this show or the past show or any show, is I'm going to do a part 2. Since I won't have enough time to get to the Death by Chocolate sugar-free ice cream that I want to make, we'll do it tomorrow. And you'll see it on Monday. You know what I mean? Yeah, or we'll do it today, or I don't know. There'll be a part 2. That's why this one says part 1. Anyway, into our 350 oven. I'm just crazy today, because this thing is going to be incredible. I can tell already it's going to be amazing. All right, into our oven. We'll see when this comes out for the taste test. Let's hope this thing is as good as it looks. Alrighty, there it is out of the oven, all done. Look at these. Wow, does this look amazing or what? Look at that. That is a winner. Yeah, winner, winner. Eggplant rollatini dinner. I'm just going to take some of the sauce. Like I said, you could put a lot more sauce on this if you want. I'm not a huge marinated sauce person. Okay, I just want a quick taste of this. And then I'm going to go sit down and eat it because it's going to be too hot. Anyway, I mean, look at the steam coming out of that thing. But let me cut it in half just to show you what we got inside. Inside, you got your eggplant rollatini filling, you got your sausage on the bottom, and then your layers of eggplant. So this is just, and then some mozzarella cheese on top. Make sure I get a piece of the sausage in my bite here. Okay. Give this thing a taste. Some peppers from our sauce. Okay, I created this thing myself. Just so you know, I want to just put that out there. I didn't copy this from anybody. This was an idea that I thought up of combining these two things together, and it is spectacular. I am very proud of my accomplishments today. Alright, I'm going to go eat my dinner, but like I said, sorry I ran out of time today because this was a lot of work to put these together. It's worth it, especially if you're going to have company, because let me tell you, you will totally wow somebody with this presentation and everything. But tune in tomorrow for part 2 of today's show, and it'll be Death by Chocolate sugar-free ice cream. See you then. And we'll talk movies too. I know we didn't talk movies because I always do that when we're eating dessert. So I'll do that tomorrow with the dessert. See you then.